how to genuinely respond to a man. This is Natalina Love, and I'm here with Rory Ray and Naomi Thompson, two incredible feminine energy geniuses. How do we respond? Today's theme is all about responsiveness. How do we respond to a man when maybe he's being cheeky, maybe he's not really giving us the energy that we want to be getting from him? How do we stay in this responsive feminine energy and with a man who's like this?
Well, I think this is brilliant, and I know that I started this with some of the newsletters, right? And you might have some specific questions, so please feel free to write them in the chat here so that I can, address really what's important uniquely to you. So there are several scenarios here. There are a lot of scenarios, right? So let's say one scenario is out of nowhere, he's defensive. Out of nowhere, he's just like pissed. He's cranky, right? And he says something, and you immediately feel, I want to get back on track. I want to feel loved. What happened? He just got mad at me. And you're going to have reactions. So we want to make the difference between reaction and responsiveness in all these different scenarios. So the reaction would be, you're pissed right back. How dare he? Where is this coming from? And anger, right? Another option would be, oh, we're off. Oh my gosh, what happened? Let's get us back on track. I'll be loving, I'll be giving, I'll be warm. That could be your reaction. And we're all different. Some of us immediately click into anger. Some of us immediately click into repair mode. Anybody go into repair mode? That's my natural go-to. Repair. Oh, what can I do to fix this? Another thing could be he's just completely not doing anything. He's just not giving energy to you. And a lot of people out there are like that. Have you noticed that sometimes, especially if you're slightly more extroverted than most of the people you're around, you feel like everybody's draining you of energy? It's like everybody's pulling on you, and they're just kind of standing there, and they're not interested in you. They're not asking you questions. Their energy's like flat. And that's a very confusing thing for your system in terms of your action is to kind of liven up the party, or to make somebody like you, or to get some approval if you're a person like me, or to get the heck out of there and just kind of, or start a fight or something like that, depending on your personality, to try and get some life into the situation. Well, with a man, if he's just bleh, or watching TV all the time, you could be the person who's going to go, whoops, person who's going to go, why are you doing this? Why is that important? With an anger mode. Or you might be a person who is like in the newsletter, gee, what's going on the TV? What are you watching? And you really couldn't care less. You just want to interact with him. What's going on the TV? What are you watching? Oh, I'll watch too. This is something I've done over the years, learning basketball, learning tennis. And it becomes interesting after a while. And there's a difference between that as a response, like, oh, well, I'll get interested in what he's interested in, and then we can have a conversation. But I need to get something happening right now. I need to connect. And that is a reaction. Okay, so have I kind of gotten differentiated the reaction, which is, I gotta fix this right now, or damn, I'm so pissed, as a reaction, whereas the response would be, I can breathe for a moment. This does not feel good. I want something. So those are the differences. Okay, so the newsletter that got so much reaction, what do you mean by selling here? Oh, seducing. Let's talk about the selling man in another section of this. Let's continue with this part for now. And if I forget, please remind me. Although it all fits right in here. But let's talk about selling later. Now what we're doing is we're in fix-it mode. We are in change mode. We are in repair mode. We are in anger mode. We are in, thank you so much. We are in mode to this second get something different happening than what we're experiencing. Reactively, it has to happen now. It feels urgent. Response is, whoa, this isn't what I signed up for. Whoa, this guy's giving me zero zilch, and right now I want something. So back to the most important process that I've got in my arsenal through Siren School Live, which is the shortcut to all the programs I have, Modern Siren, everything, which is the feminine want process. And we have a course, the feminine want course, which will really teach you how to do this. So the first thing you want to do is, in order to respond, is to just stop. You want to stop the reaction cold. And if you can't stop the reaction, and I know that personally because the letter expressed me reacting, is to catch it somewhere in the reaction, laugh, and then get a redo or step back and redo it, literally, which you always can. It's like, oh, wait a minute, I need to fix it more. I need to react more, which is what we do, get into reaction after reaction after reaction after reaction. Anybody get that feeling where you just feel like nothing you're saying or doing is working? It's because it's a continual, like a domino falling of reaction after reaction. So let's tackle some of those scenarios. The first scenario is he comes in the door. You don't know why, but you're feeling slightly disconnected, slightly not in your own body, slightly not completely solid, and completely there, and completely full of yourself. You are finding yourself immediately wanting to lean forward to him the moment he walks in the door. I know we all have those moments that we experience. So he comes in the door and he says something. It could be like in the newsletter, oh, I'm not doing this. I'm going biking tomorrow. I'm not doing something tomorrow. And your first thought is, oh, he's going to spend time with me. I want him to spend time with me. Oh, what's he going to do? Oh, it just feels off because all of a sudden there's an empty space in his life and you feel disconnected. So the only repair reaction is, oh yeah, what? What are you going to do to fill that space? Is it going to be me? So you can tell what an inner child reaction that is, right? And so 9 times out of 10, you'll say, oh yeah, what are you going to do? What's going to happen? Why? Why did it happen? Why did you quit that? Why did it happen? You're going to ask a why question. That is a reactive thing, which is not I need to know, not I'm really curious, but an actual passive aggressive, deeply embedded, deeply subconscious, I'm looking at all your faces, deeply subconscious way of almost reining him in, telling him what you want without telling him what you want. It's the hint. It's I'm not going to be direct ever. You're going to guess style of being that is not feminine energy. The second you catch yourself going around the bush and asking a why question, stop. That is you in your masculine energy, literally trying to push this man away. You feel like you want to bring him in close, right? But you are literally pushing him away because your inner self is mad. Your inner self feels out of the loop. He's come in, he's said, he's done something that completely throws you in a subconscious way. And this is where all the confidence in the world you have as a woman doesn't mean anything. It's like it all falls apart. The strongest women I know do this. So I just want you to catch all of this, and you all should have the 6 Forever tools. And if you don't have them, write me and we will work through this, because those tools start with the catch, which is, oh, I'm in my subconscious. I'm in my masculine energy. This isn't me, and this is not what I want. Stop. And now you go, I'm going to respond instead. Am I curious? You ask yourself, am I curious about what he's saying? Am I curious about why he did that or didn't do that? Am I genuinely curious, or do I actually want to accuse him? Do I want to find out what's going on? Am I being sneaky? Is my subconscious being sneaky? I want you to ask yourself the truth and take the time, breathe, step away from him, go somewhere. Why do I want to ask him those questions is the question to ask, not why he's doing something. Well, this is curious. It's because I feel a little uncomfortable. That's always the answer, right? I feel a little uncomfortable. I don't like what he said. I felt off. I didn't know where I stood. Oh my gosh, I feel unsteady with this man in this moment. And this is where you want to rebuild yourself. This is what self-love is all about, self-care. It's a rebuild of the way you came into this world. Oh, I feel like crying. It's a rebuild of the way you came into this world as an embodiment of a life. You came in as an embodied female. You came in as the feminine. You came in carrying confidence that didn't need to be built because you were just alive. That's it. You carry a crystal of the universe and of the world and of your world. You are a unique crystal in this crystal. You are a cog in the machine. You are crucial. And you knew that from when you came into this life. Instinctively, look at children. And it's gone. That's gone out the window. You've built confidence at work, you've built confidence in this, you've built confidence in that, but the confidence that you don't need to do anything at all is not there. So that's what you want to rebuild. I don't need to do anything. I am loved. That's it. To say, I don't need to do anything. I am loved. I can smile at him. That's it. I don't need to ask him anything. I don't need to do anything. Don't need to suggest anything. Don't need to fix anything. Don't need to set a date for anything. All I need to do is realize and accept that I am loved by the fact that I'm alive and by this man, even if he's not acting loving. It's a water wheel thing. It's coming from him, whether or not you feel it. Make that assumption. And you just say to him, oh, how cool. That's it. Now, I want you to imagine what it'd be like if a guy came in and made an announcement or said anything or talked about a game that's being played on TV or anything. And all you do is say, ooh, how cool. You don't pretend to go, oh, what's going on? Or get involved. You don't need to get involved. You don't need to ask him more. You don't need to do anything. On a first date, he's going to talk because that's what men do when they're nervous and they want to impress you. They're going to tell you about the money they make and their great relationships. They're all different. Don't judge him by that. Don't judge anything. Just let him roll. And what you are genuinely interested in, just feel the interest. Look at him. Look at his eyes. Just feel the interest. And instead of saying, oh, and blah, 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 just say something like, oh, how cool. Oh, how cool. And the real words, which are, tell me more. Oh, I'd like to know more. Oh, that feels interesting. Can you tell the difference in the words between asking a specific question and just going, oh, that feels interesting. Oh, tell me more. Oh, I'd like to hear more. Oh, that would feel good. So now we're going to slide into, if the whole problem that's causing this reaction inside you is that you are not getting what you want in this relationship, in this moment, the man in front of you in the date is making you feel not cared for, that is what you need to zero in on your want. Go ahead and go, me. What do I want in this moment? Why am I asking questions? Blah, 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 blah. Forget about all that mental understanding. Just go, just go straight to I want to feel connected. I want to feel connection with this guy. I want this to turn into marriage. I want all the dating to be over with. I want this thing to happen. I want to feel good. I want him to come over and kiss me. I just want that feeling. That's where I want you to go. I want you to go into what do you want to feel from him? And you just stay in that mode all the time. And I guarantee you, he will pick up on that and he'll start coming over to you and hugging you and kissing you. Because believe it or not, people can read each other, and men are much better at reading us than we think they are. They don't understand what we're saying, and they really can't interpret our feelings, but they can really get when you are open to their affection and their giving. They can feel it, and they'll just come on over. And when you say, ooh, that feels good, they'll do it again. So what you want to look at now is what do you want, and stay in that mode. And for now, at the beginning, if you are in the mode that we were talking about, the whys, the questions, all that stuff, you may not be ready to express your want yet. That's something we should get into scripting later. But if you can feel it and stay in it and do the dance position and all the other modern siren tools that enable you to be in your own self and your own body, you will start to radiate that openness that gives him a chance to come in. All right. And so that's the step. And I think what we should do is stop here. And then I'm going to pick up on some of the things that I know a lot of women do that push men away, that we could do the opposite. Before we end, Naomi, would you like to add anything? And Natalina?
Oh gosh, I mean, it's just so incredible how you get from from his how he behaves to us being this kind of crystal. I was just following you the whole way. But you know, another place we hang out, and so many people I work with and I work with hang out in this place when he behaves a certain way or doesn't behave a certain way. It's like it's personal to me. He's doing this because he must feel this way about me, or he doesn't feel a way about me. There's something I've done wrong or he's doing wrong, and it's to do with me. And so that is so painful. That's the place I went to. So that's what I can really relate to. Natalie gets this. It's like, what is it? And then we crumple. There's a crumpling that happens inside, like, oh God, I'm getting it all wrong, or he's just not loving me the way I want to be loved. I don't deserve to be loved. And before we know it, we've got this whole vibe. There's this sort of crumpling, like our energy goes. My client said to me today, she said, I feel crunchy, and she just did this, just this. And Rory, there's a tool that you put in one of your newsletters that I use all the time, which is like uncrumpling and just going, I'm feeling all of this stuff, and I'm going to hang out with me with it for a while, rather than sending it all up into my head, trying to work him out. What's he doing? How shall I talk to him about it? What should I say? What should I do to get more of what I really want? It's like, if we just hang out with all the prickliness, the cactusiness, the feeling of it, and just hang out there for one. I don't mean like wallow in it and stay in it, but there's something about that feeling of, you know, you in the island, and Rory, in your newsletters, you'd have spoken about just like going limp and just softening. And for me, what that is doing, it's not about getting rid of this feeling of, oh, I'm like spiky and horrible and jealous and yucky. It's actually saying, hey, feeling, I'm going to soften everything so you can just move around, do what you need to do. I'm not going to interfere with you. I'm just going to let you move and be felt, because feelings, we think our feelings instead of feeling them, don't we? And I'm going to hang out with me here. And if he says anything to me, I might just say, I feel really spiky and sad. when I hang out with me, like when any of you try this, you hang out in your feelings, letting them move as sensations without opinions about them. Drop those opinions down into your body. And then it's going to pick up, there's something going on. There's something going on. And he's going to be thinking, it's probably my fault. And if you just are there saying, I just feel all spiky and I don't know why. And I just feel like angry and I just feel spiky and prickly. Can you see it's like nothing about him, but he gets to witness it. And what I love about the whole idea of the sanctuary relationship and really creating that team and that sanctuary with your partner that really all of us crave, men and women, is that when we just hang out with ourselves, it's like we're sat next to each other as a team. And I say, I'm going to put all of my experience right now on the coffee table in front of us. And will you look at it with me? Will you just look at it with me? Because it's really hard for me to look at on my own. Rather than, look at all this stuff and it's your fault. You're not making me feel good. You're not loving me enough. It's like, I'm just going to let all my insides just be on my outside in my words. And I'm not even going to try and work it out, but I'm just going to put it there in front of us. And suddenly you're not alone, because if any of you are like the clients I attract and how I was and can be, we go to that place of it's me, there's something wrong in me. His actions are a reflection of me, and they're not. His behavior is his behavior, his words are his words, his actions are his actions. You are not any of those things, but you just get to experience your feelings and then just say them out loud, like the couch is hearing them, he's hearing them, the cat's hearing them, and most importantly, you're hearing them. So, that's the thing that brings me back to, and it feels vulnerable. And today someone said to me, Naomi, that feels scary. And it's like, of course it does, because you are closing the intimacy gap. You're closing the intimacy gap. And that feels scary. It's like you're up leveling that tolerance for intimacy. And it's like, if I'm vulnerable and say this stuff, I'm going to invite him closer. If I drop down into my deep want and feel around for it and express it, I'm inviting him to come closer. But that's what we all want. That's what we want.
Oh, wow. That was amazing.